YouTube!
Did you miss me?
That's right, your boy cut his hair, which should have been its own video, but completely forgot. I just had enough of it. I cut it out, I sent it out, I donated it so somebody else could have those luscious locks. Anyway, today we are doing a service on the Fury, but the service specifically, because you read the title, because you need to know how to do it, is right here, right on the bottom. Right up at the bottom right there. That is the drive shaft gear oil container, housing, unit, holder. You should change your lubricant for your final draft unit at least once every year. I mean, that's it. So now if you already have your oil and you just want to learn how to freaking do the oil change, skip forward to the time right here. Right here. Did you skip? Okay. If you didn't skip, you're the smart one, and those skippers are stupid. All right, they're dumb. Right now, I'm gonna give you a little lesson on oils, specifically shaft drive oils for your motorcycles, your cars, your automotive, your motorsports, your what have you. So, yeah. All right, so your final draft oil is not like any other oil, like your motor oil or your transmission oil. It's kind of like transmission oil, but it's final shaft drive oil. Anyway, the final shaft drive is right inside this here round container here. Comes off the motor, comes down, splines to a little star, little knuckle action up in there, and then the whole rim actually clicks into that. For there. If you're a Harley bro, you ain't gonna have no final draft. You're gonna have a belt. And like, belts are okay, but they are rubber and they sit out in the sun, and you know, things can dry, crack, or break. The likelihood of that happening is next to none, but the likelihood of a shaft drive unit, especially a Honda one, for them Honda boys, it's even, like, not even a chance it's gonna malfunction. But you gotta lubricate it. You gotta change your oil. In my opinion, I think it goes shaft drives, then belts, belt drives, and then chain probably be like the worst drive you can have. The only reason being is you gotta oil the chain, you gotta lube the chain stretches, you gotta adjust the chain, the rim's gotta go back, forward, left, right. With a drive shaft, there's no maintenance. You change the oil, you put new oil in it, and that's it, you're done. You never ever have to worry about nothing, no belt dry rotting for them Harley boys, or nothing at all like that. And that's why drive shafts are the best. Bel-Ray Performance Lubricants, made in good old USA for y'all Yankee boys. But these guys are one of the best oil lubricants that you can buy for your motorcycles and your automotive and your motorsport applications. I would hope they're one of the best. They are one of the best. And they are one of the best because they have been in service since 1919. So if they don't know what they're doing since 1919, over 100 years lubricate manufacturing experience, then I don't know what another company is going to be better than. That's some China company somewhere else. Beijing, Taiwan, wherever. But anyway, Bel-Ray, America, right here, America. But you'll notice, Bel-Ray, it is a hypoid gear oil. You like hypoid gear oil? Okay, so you're in the market for shaft oil, final shaft oil, you're not sure what to get, I'll tell you, the Honda takes 80 winter and 90 weight oil. That's what it takes. Now, you don't have to use Bel-Ray. If you see 80W90, just confirm that it is a Hypoid gear oil. And the reason being, Hypoid, hyper movement, high pressures, and high speed. So what that basically means is it allows the Fury to take a fat ass fucking ripping down the freeway at high speeds. And I know that my final draft is gonna be performing at its maximum. No, Bel-Ray is not a paid sponsor. I just like their stuff. So, 80 winter, 90 weight, Hypoid, but then you also want to make sure your oil is GL5 rated. GL, what's that stand for? Like, what is it? GL stands for gear lubricant. Number 5 is the grade of the lubricant. GL1 is basically, you could use normal motor oil for lubricating stuff. GL 2, 3, and 4. 2 and 3 are for a little bit of high speeds, but will also contain a mild EP additive, extreme pressure additive. GL4 would be a high. It will start to get into the high speed and the high speed and high movement forces, but the GL4 has a little bit more extreme pressure additives, or EP, and 5 being the best, but it also has extra additives for brass and other metal parts. So for the Fury, make sure it's a Hypoid oil. It is 80 winter, 90 weight, and it is GL Gear Lube number 5. For all those who didn't skip, see how much smarter you are now about knowing what oil to get? If you skipped it, you're dope. What we're going to need for the install is a 6mm hex head, a 17mm socket, your Bel-Ray Hypoid 80 winter 90 weight GL5 rated oil, a funnel because it's going to be easier to get that oil in the bike, and a ratio right. This is not really needed, but the oil change is 4.1 ounces for the Fury, and this has a 4-ounce mark, so I'll go a little bit more than that, and then there's your 4 ounce. It just makes measuring a breeze. Now, that is correct. The Fury does take 4 ounces of oil. The Bel-Ray gear oil is 32 ounces. If you do an oil change once a year, every year, this little bottle will last you 8 years. I don't know if you want to go 8 years between bottles, but for 20 bucks, it's real cheap. A link in the description below on Amazon, or you can go to your local bike parts place. But for your convenience, on my Amazon store right down below, you can go ahead and get your oil. And I did all the hard work for you, sourcing that. You want to make sure that the Fury is on its side stand and is sitting in an upright position. Now, I have the Air Ride, so I'm literally having it in an upright position. The problem I'm going to have is that I added a license plate there on the side, and unfortunately, way down below is where the oil goes in. Now, the drain is on the bottom. This is a 17mm. The little plug on the bottom is a 6mm hex head. So I am actually going to attempt to use my little oil filter here because it's a long boy. I got the long boy oil filter because I could stick it in there and hopefully with the angle of the dangle getting around the license plate, I'll actually be able to pour my 4 ounces of oil in. So, we are going to need to drain the oil. Drain the oil. So I'm gonna get my custom motor oil pan that I cut because it's a low profile, and I'm going to slip that right under the Fury. There it is. See the plug? See it right on the bottom there? That's where it is, right there. Okay. Now, it is winter and there's not much riding that you could do. When you do the oil change, it's easier to, you know, get the thing running up, operating temperature about half hour, 20-minute rip, and get the oil warmed up. But since the bike didn't go anywhere and the oil's been really sitting down on the bottom, I'm just gonna go ahead and crack the bish open. Can you see? I'm trying to set this up since I broke my freaking tripod in the last video because I was pissed I scratched my rim. Anyway, come on. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle.
Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle.
Oh, wrong direction. Righty tighty, lefty loose. Come on, you bastard. All right. Can you see? Ooh, look at that. That's black. That's dark. It's needed to be changed. And it stinks. Looks like I found black gold. My Texas tea.
The Beverly Hillbillies.
All right, well, while that's bleeding out, I'm gonna go ahead and change out my cubes, change out my dang, 17 millimeter. And, ooh, go easy now. Please don't fall into the goop. Oh. Bam, huh? There it is. A little cap. That's all it is. You're just gonna slip it right in there. Your 4 ounces. Easy. Oil change, it's 4.1 ounces. If you were to take the whole thing apart and like rebuild or overhaul the whole thing, you're gonna wanna add 4.4 fluid ounces. But there really shouldn't be any need for you to go ahead and do that. So 4.1, what's a 0.1? I'm just gonna round off to 4. It's gonna be plenty in there. You're not gonna get all the oil anyways. But maybe I can raise the air ride, see if more oil comes out. All the way up. All the way up. Okay. Just a couple drips, not any more of a difference. So whether you have air ride or you don't have air ride, actually you don't need air ride. If you don't have any, if you're just stocked the way you are, this oil changes for you too. You got nothing to worry about. That's it. Doesn't look like anything more is coming, so I'm gonna just drop my bike down here. Go slow, because I don't want this thing to fall over. Okay, all right, good. Just wipe the bottom. Very good, very good. Inspect the washer. It should be fine. It's just a generic washer. It's not a crush washer. So don't have to worry about getting things screwed one-handed, like I guess. Put this here, put this over here like so. And I put this up in here like this. And we're gonna turn it like so. Here you go. Okay? You see how I'm doing that? Very simple. Unlike a front fender installations video, this is actually going well for me so far. Switch to on, get it in there. Just so you know, both drain and fill cap are 12 foot-pounds of torque. For you torque heads out there like myself. Why do you torque it? Because that's why I told you to torque it. So it's 12 foot-pounds of torque. Give it a wipey. Now, they say you can add a little bit of grease on the O-ring. I don't know if I have grease. My last grease I gave away to somebody. And, around the dirt bike. Around the bike. I don't have grease. That's fine. I'm not using grease. There it is, over there. This torque wrench is from the Chinese Home Depot, aka Harbor Freight. But I also will put a link down below of a torque wrench that I actually like as well on Amazon's. So you can go ahead and order that if you ain't got one. We're gonna go to 12 pounds. That's 10. 10 plus 1 is 11. Plus 1, or plus another 1, is 12. Lock her down in the bottom. Switch your tabs. Go slow. Yep, just double checking I'm on pounds and not newtons. 1, 2. That's all you need. My God, this is gonna work. Hey, if you don't have a funnel, I'll put a funnel link in the description below. 2, get your oil here. Pop your cap. Ooh, it's red. How nice. Get my ratio right. 4 ounces. And pour. 2. 4. I'm gonna go a little bit more. I hope this works. No. Okay. What I'm going to do, put all the oil in the filter with my finger plugging it up.
This is actually going well for me so far.
Very quickly, like, damn it. 4 ounces is a bit much. Freaking funnel is too damn fat. Angle of the dangle of the stupid funnel. And switch. There we go. It's draining! Yay! Alright. Cover it back up. Feed my little funnel. Okay. Careful now. Oh boy. Cover it up. It'll come down. This wouldn't be an issue if I didn't have this stupid thing in the way. You know what's a better way? Freaking clear tube and another funnel. I didn't think of that. Just a little bit more, just to top off. So once your oil is in, just give down a cap, a good wipe down. Get any debris off. All right, wipe it good. I'm gonna tip this over. What I'm gonna do is add a little oil to the threads, to the O-ring. Lube her up, okay? Take your cap, screw it back on. Take your rag, wipe everything up. Get your torque wrench. Put on your 17 mil. Again, 12 foot-pounds. Go slow. Click, click. That's it, you're freaking done. Didn't know how to change your final draft, your gear shaft, oil. Now you do. All right, simple. Review. Keep the bike level. Pull out the drain. Drain it out. Take out the fill. Get your 4 ounces out of the way. Plug it back up. Fill it with 4 ounces. Tighten it up. Both torque specs, 12 and 12. You're freaking done. If you have a piece of tubing, you put the tube in one side, come up, and put a mini funnel and fill it that way, and just make sure the tube is in there, and you can get your oil that way. It's a lot easier. The tubing's over there, and I simply could have just got up and grabbed it and cut myself a little piece, and this would have been a hell of a lot easier, but this way, it's definitely more interesting. Hope you liked the episode. I hope this helps you out in trying to change your oil. If you didn't know you had to do this, now you know how to do it as well. If you want any more other Fury content, click over here. I've got a playlist of all my Fury stuff. And over here is the video best suited for your next view. Catch you on the flip side. Peace!